Let me tell you a quick story. You see this freezer behind me? This freezer, about 4 years ago, I had just purchased it and it had broke down on me overnight. So by the time I got here in the morning, we had droopy pierogies, droopy pizza, meat gone bad, pizzas that were thawed out, chicken wings that were thawed out, french fries that were thawed out, that all cannot be saved. You're looking at about $2,000 worth of product in this freezer that was complete garbage at that point. And when you're an employee, it's fine. You know, just leave it to the company to fix it and deal with the loss. When it's legitimately money coming out of your pocket, when you're self-employed, that is when truly the stress levels hit you. And watching $2,000 of your own money that you have to physically take and pour in the garbage, it just hits different than when you're an employee. Because I was an employee at another grocery store, and this happens everywhere. When I was throwing out their food, it didn't really matter, you know, it was just work. I didn't want to do it. This, I didn't want to do it, but I also was doing it watching my dollars legitimately go into the garbage. So this is what I mean when I'm trying to tell you in this video that when I first started this business, I could not manage the stress or the anxiety that came with it. There was nothing related to me that was chill. Like in this title, you'll see I'm a chill guy who owns a grocery store, wherever I put this title as. That year compared to now is a whole nother story. I mean, maybe it's because financially we weren't, you know, making much back then compared to now. But nowadays I realized you're gonna manage your stress a lot better when you first start your business to over time when you have the experience of sorting out problem after problem. So yes, those days very difficult compared to now. So yes, I think I graduated into a chill bro after dealing with the chaos that is this store. Looking on the outside, no one would know the amount of crap that goes on to run this place. You just see a store, there's 2 people working, the shelves are stocked, and that's it. But behind the scenes, there's just a lot. And you'll realize if some of you have businesses, that nobody really knows what you're going through when you have a business. It's a very lonely road. And the nerves that come with it, only another entrepreneur would understand. So that's why I like this channel. I like talking to you guys about this, and because it's relatable. You know, if you own a business, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The art of losing money is only known to a new entrepreneur. I am trying to be exactly what the title says. Over the course of 7 years, running this crazy, weird, fail-prone business, I have really learned to manage problems, responsibilities, stress levels, customers, people that have helped us over the years, contractors, everything in one. And I'm really trying to be a lot more chill, and it's kind of working, I think. You know, over these years I've had many disasters, cooler breakdowns, losing thousands of dollars in waste, crazy customers. You know, people just are very entitled after COVID and very needy, especially when they know they're doing you a favor by coming into your store because you don't have, you know, millions of customers like the big box stores. They get this sense of entitlement that says you need to help me and earn my business, where they would never act like that if they were, you know, just going into Walmart. It's, you know, it's a different experience, okay? I know Walmart has its own problems, but what I'm trying to say is, if you own a business, you are going to learn over the years how to manage problems better and become more of a chill bro. Now, it doesn't get easier, you just learn how to manage it better. And that's exactly how I'm starting to see myself now. If a cooler broke down in year 1, I wouldn't sleep for 24 hours because I'd have to get it fixed as fast as possible. We have to throw out a lot of food, maybe losing sales. And now if a cooler breaks down, I literally pick up the phone, call our guy, and he comes when he can come. Maybe it's because we had a lot less money when we opened than I do now, so it's not as critical, or I'm just more comfortable letting people know, hey, we don't have this today, our cooler broke down. But what I'm saying is the difference between year 1 and year 7, I just learned a lot more, and you will too. You know, everything seems like the end of the world. When you first start a business, everything seems like a big problem. But realize, you know, it's just another problem you have to solve. Your job in this business is to solve problems before you have more problems. That is the most certain thing you will ever hear about business. You are solving problems before more problems arise. And these problems exist in any business. For example, my marketing company, if you don't know, I help small businesses grow and run their marketing. You can hit me up down below. Already has, you know, its multitude of things to deal with and responsibilities that I never would expect. I thought this is a really hard business. My marketing company will be a lot easier. No, we're already trying to balance, you know, our very few clients that I do have and satisfy their needs, and dealing with trying to find new customers. This is a very difficult business in and of itself because there's a low barrier to entry, right? There's a lot of competition. So these are different problems in a different business that you have to learn how to manage and become more adequate on solving. Put it this way, and I'm not taking credit for this quote because it wasn't mine. I don't know where I heard this. But if you have a problem money can solve, you don't have a problem. And I know that sounds arrogant, like, oh, I can throw money at anything and fix it. That's not what I mean. Really understand that if you can fix something with money, it's not a serious problem in your life. Your health, your family, your relationships, those are real problems that need you to really focus on. But if I have to spend $500 fixing something, this is not something that's going to derail me anymore. And that's what changed everything for me. That message, if you have a problem money can solve, you really don't have a problem. And again, yes, I know it's stressful, finances are stressful, but the truth of the matter is there's a really bad problem waiting for you. And I'm not going to get into detail with what I mean by that, because you understand what I mean. There's a very bad day coming for all of us, whether it's a family member or you or someone you care about. Problems with money are always underneath all of that. So take that into consideration when you can't handle, you know, something in your business or stress financially. It's very raw and uncut here. We have Felicia taking out the recycling. But even Felicia can say from year 1 to year 7.
I went from year to year.
She was she was calm, but now she's more calm. You just learn how to deal with things, because the only way to learn in business is by doing it. People can watch these videos and read books and talk about business all they want. At the end of the day, you're going to learn about business by being in business. This is why I always say, if you want to learn the craft, if you want to open a cafe, if you want to open a store, go work in that business before you start it. So you learn how to manage all the problems without taking any of the risks. You learn exactly what the environment entails before taking this huge risk. But no one wants to do that. Everyone wants to start here. They don't want to start here, because this from here to here kind of just sucks. Then over here you start living nice, you know, things get more calm, they get more sweet, they get more comfortable. But at the end of the day, it's all about going through the experience to get to a certain level of calm. And yes, obviously, naturally, people are going to have stress no matter what type of work they're in, and I still have crazy problems that I have to deal with this business. The top 5 are probably always having cash flow coming in. Slow days really make you feel like shit. Equipment breakdown, food waste, customer relations, those are things that will never go away. This is how business is, you know. And then there's a multitude of other problems that you'll face. Keeping things in stock, keeping people happy, if you have employees dealing with their drama. Every workplace has that. Every workplace has that toxic drama that just happens when people spend too much time together. And you know what? That's all part of being in business. You want to be in business, you're gonna have these issues. Don't get glamorized by what you see online. Don't get glamorized by, you know, sit at home trading, make 10K in a week. You know, these are just people that make money off of you by telling you these things. Every business is difficult. I know I tell you this is hard, but every business is hard. Don't look at just the outside and think, oh wow, they have it easy, they have staff running their place. Trust me, sometimes those places aren't even making a dime. I have maybe a dozen places that I know personally that have staff running them and don't make any money, and they're trying to get out of it, or they're trying to find ways to make more in sales, no matter if they're working there or not. So these problems exist in every business. Yes, you get better at dealing with them, but you know, don't fall for what you see online. None of that's true for the most part. Anyways, I like to think that I'm pretty chill. I don't really use that word. Honestly, I'm too old to use that word. I like to think that I've come to a level where, you know, I realize problems will happen no matter what in business, and we have to look at the bigger picture on just keeping this well-oiled machine running. And I hope you realize that too, because if you get focused on the small little nitty-gritty details, you will lose track of the overall sight of your business. So if I get stuck on, you know, fixing something in this sink for 6 hours, the rest of the business starts to fall apart. So this is why I'm trying to, you know, see the bigger picture, the overarching problem that comes with owning a business and solving each thing in an adequate amount of time before I get hit with other problems. That's life. Hey, this is what we do. I wish you all the best in your business as well.